Hey everyone, I have just received what is a knockoff of a knockoff blaster. Hopefully it's going to be better than the first time I reviewed this blaster. I'm the old nerve guy, welcome to Tag. As I said, this is a blaster I reviewed a while back. This is basically a Lizzy 3.0. This is an evolution of the Lizzy, or maybe a change in the market, because this was straight off a ripoff of the Gecko, meaning in its look and function and conception. Like, there was only some of the shell that was made different, but that was not enough. This thing has evolved. I know the box is not really revealing for now, but it's supposed to come with a palm kit, with dart, with a stock. We're gonna check that out, but this thing changes company. It's not Sembilan anymore, it's a Zhangguang company making them. So we're gonna have to see on the quality, because if one point was good on the first one, was the build quality. The rest was, yeah, what I reviewed back then was an early version, and it was not functioning. This thing, now, let's open that 3.0 version to see what's inside. Oh, we got instruction, which give us an idea of what the blaster will look all assembled, because we need to assemble some part in it. We have 20 suction cup dart, which are not there. They gave us some semi-soft, very squarey head dart. Kind of weird. Nonetheless, I'm gonna try them. Yeah, and seeing that it come with the hardware and the tool to assemble it. So let's check that out. Yeah, okay, this is a Lizzy, no doubt about it, but the front piece is like pretty nice. It helped the look of the blaster, and there seemed to be, yeah, there's a little bearing here to help with the prime. Oh, not really hard, okay. Oh, and there is a slide lock on it. Barrel seems awfully shiny, still almost present, but there's something about those parts. They look like the expanded part, but I'm not sure they are. Tricky. They obviously changed the design of the handle to put their name Zhangguang on it. Same thing for the top of it. Normally, if I remember, it was written Nerf T on it. Doesn't seem like so anymore, but this front piece really changed something on it. Okay, diameter is 0.50, so they change. It's not 13mm, they said 0.50, almost, by 38. So it's a standard caliber, but it doesn't feel like the same nylon. Maybe, oh, a little more sharp, less finish on it. Oh, magazine is very smooth then. I look the same, but with the slide on the side to activate the slide lock, I guess. Okay, we can remove them like before, but they hold. That's nice. Okay, blaster seems pretty much operating. We're gonna check that in a bit. So in that box, we had the instruction in English, I have to say, which is a good point to start. The priming handle, which I haven't seen first. It was black on black, so yeah, priming handle. The stock, the muzzle silencer doesn't do anything but extend the blaster. The sight, which we're gonna assemble in a few seconds. Some protection glasses, which I doubt they would protect you from anything, but this thing seems to be rather weak. 20 of those squarey head darts, and under the rack into the box there was 10 of those weirdly short, with Adventure Force looking head, but rather hard. I don't hate those heads. I will have to try them, even maybe remove those heads to put on better dart body, just to try them out, because yeah, I kind of dig those. So that's kind of interesting. And we had the blaster already loaded with its magazine. Blaster is black and white, blackish, and maybe a slight off-white, with a shiny, very like chrome-plated barrel. This is not, or just polish, but this is not that. This is not the finish we had on the upgraded part, and it seemed rather small, because in my memories the expanded tube was going over that little ridge here. Gonna have to check that out when we're gonna open this blaster, but for now it's gonna be time to assemble it. In the package we had 2 little Allen key with hardware in a bag, and the 2 fake fiber optic for the sight. So let's put this blaster together so it looks the way it was meant to. Don't want to strip the screw. Okay, not sure about the return spring. No, not the return. Yeah, maybe the return spring in the slide lock with the pump prime, but yeah. Okay. And this is just friction fitting. So that's the blaster. Okay. Not completely ugly. Oof, I didn't like that. I hurt my thumb. Yeah, I got some skin lifting up because I hurt myself here priming it. See? I scratched my thumb on that little line of plastic here. Ooh, that's bad. Really? That's really sharp. This is gonna need work before I use this blaster. Let's fill it up with ammo and chronograph this thing. Let me first shoot a couple max dart, then I'm gonna try Bamboo 2.0, and then maybe, if it's interesting, its own dart. Okay, well, 72 average. Okay, let me shoot a couple Bamboo 2.0 on it, because this thing, I'm not sure its own dart will be of any interest at that point. So it's sharp. I hurt myself on it. The product is a lot less finished than the 1.0 Lizzy, that's for sure. I mean, my first review sample was not that good, but at least the product was more finished. This one is a little rough, but you got what you paid for. I mean, $26, not the end of the world for a blaster. So, any better with Bamboo? Not really. The highest shot I had was 79. And the average is 73. Oof. With the nature of this thing, Not even sure it's worth a fire test. Really. The Zhenguang Lizzy 3.0. On paper, this form factor is awesome. I mean, the little pump kit on it with a little stock, I would have wished for an extension, but let's put the intellectual properties problem aside, because this is not the only reason why you should not pick one of those up. I mean, it's $26, it's not really expensive, but there are some other problems, like the product finish, just to start with. I mean, every bit of plastic are super sharp. Basically, the smoothest part is the prime grip, and it's not really fun to handle. I already cut myself 2 times on the thumb, just on the little flashing everywhere on the shell. This is not a well-finished product. This is very, very cheap indeed. And this is one of my first concerns. Second concern is it feels flexy. The original Lizzy was very thick nylon. This one, I think it's lower grade, really thin. You see, this thing is flexing a lot. The pump is really nicely made, but that's about it. I mean, even the barrel is not the same quality. This feels like cheap metal, and it's not sealing around the dart. This thing is rather loose. Same would go for the plunger tube, which seemed to leak air from the front of the blaster because plunger is going back, and the diameter doesn't seem like expanded like I was to expect into a 3.0 version, all upgraded with the pump kit. This little muzzle, there is a metal barrel, but it's just like a metal shroud. I would really, really, really hope to remove that thing, put a scar instead to insert it like on it. It would be useful. Otherwise, it's just like a little beautiful piece like this, but that's it. Then we'll go for the slide lock, because this thing features one of the worst slide lock, exactly like the K200 Thunder Dragon. This is a fake slide lock. Oh, Darien. And it sounds super weak. I mean, that thing, I have trouble crossing my little small room where I film. This is appalling. Really. But this slide lock, okay, now it's empty. The problem is, if I have a blaster with a slide lock, I wish for it to lock so I can remove the magazine, change the magazine, and then release the lock to shoot my dart. Problem is with this blaster, you prime back, then it's okay, and then you open to release the magazine, and it's jammed. Blaster is jammed, the magazine is jammed, because this is a fake slide lock. It relies completely on this little part on the magazine. That's not a good point. That's a super, super cheap thing. And fun fact, the only place I saw those chrome barrel were on the K200 on Chinese blaster. So this is really like a lower grade Lizzy. Really a lower grade Lizzy. The only thing that would be good is like the accessories if you already own a Lizzy or a Gecko, because I'm pretty sure this pump kit, which is injection molded, would fit on a Gecko and would be a good thing. But this particular blaster, no, it's not worth it. There is no power, the spring is weak, there is no seal, the quality is doubtful. I mean, there is a little sticker that means quality control pass on it. I don't know what kind of criteria they have, but I cut myself 2 times on the blaster manipulating it for this review, and I am not really happy about it. I will open it to see the interior, to see the internal of this blaster, if it's worth modding, but in my mind, I think I will just slap the kit because I have another Lizzy that I own. I have a red and black one. I think I will put the white kit on it to give it some color, because aside from that little track, which is very, very sharp, for the little bearing under the prime grip, those are the same blaster, and I think I can get rid of this little bearing without too much problem for the pump kit, because there is enough clearance anywhere, everywhere around it, and I won't have any problem. So if I am to really upgrade this thing, I'm gonna transfer the kit to another Lizzy like mine, which is modded for Angle Talent, and we'll use this one because the slide lock is completely useless on this 3.0 Lizzy. This blaster was not designed with this function in mind. No, I think I could go on and on forever, but I will still leave the buy link in the description, but I don't think you should really bother unless you want the accessories or you never ever own a Lizzy and you want a cheap one. $26 is kind of affordable for this kind of blaster. Little note again on this thing. Take the magazine out. I'm sure I got a Lizzy magazine somewhere. Yeah. I take the original Lizzy magazine and there is no way to fit them in. They fit really well into the blaster, but there is like a millimeter difference in the notch for them. Then again, it's a down. I don't understand why a Lizzy 3.0 will have a different mag than a Lizzy 1.0. They are the same blaster. But then again, who knows? Maybe it's a different company that tried to cash in on it, but this magazine is basically the only one I have for this blaster. So it's a lot of reason why not to buy one. Yeah, I think that's about it. It's a lot of reason why not to buy one. I had to test it out. It was cheap. Power wise, it's less than an Elite Blaster or around Elite Blaster power. And accuracy is, there's no range. It's not that good. It was not worth the fire test. Yeah, that's it for this small video. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @ThatOldNerveGuy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to notify for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.